A hidden master reveals a heavenly secret to those destined to receive it, a message for the spiritually aligned. In this vast universe, all things flow and sentient beings rise and fall. Yet people today are lost in fame, desire, and the illusions of material life, long having forgotten where they came from and where they are going. But in a quiet, unknown corner of the world, a hidden master, versed in cosmic truths and deeply connected to the soul's origin, has revealed a long-lost secret to a select few destined souls. The secret revelation: you are not your body. You are the light of consciousness. You are not an inhabitant of Earth. You are a traveler of the universe. You forgot your true self because you are bound by the illusion of the third dimension. Only those who awaken can pierce through the void and escape the cycle of rebirth. Consciousness is the only key. Let go of attachments and return to the limitless source. Then the seals will break, and your divinity will be restored. This is not religion, not philosophy, not science. It is a call from the depths of the soul. If you are reading this and something within you stirs, then you are already one of the destined ones. Your soul's ancient code is beginning to awaken. Zhuangzi said that the true person of ancient times neither loved life nor hated death, neither clung to what came before birth nor sought what came after death. They simply regarded life and death as transformations of things. Only by being at peace with the workings of the Creator, by forgetting life and death, and by following the natural course of things, can one enter the realm of the void and achieve unity between heaven and humanity. The following knowledge, dreamlike and illusory, is understood by only a very small number of people in the world. First, do not mythologize it, lest you become bewildered, nor should you approach it with the material logic of modern science, lest you fall into error. It is simply a form of existence, an unknown existence, an ancient and transcendent knowledge. When explained in plain words, it becomes easier for people to grasp. May those with spiritual awareness truly comprehend it and make it their own. Then, by extending this understanding to others, they may awaken and bring blessings to all living beings. The potential of humanity and the sealed super-energy. Due to interference from external, dark and fallen forces, humanity has gradually lost the ability to perceive the universe through their own consciousness. This very ability is the latent potential of modern humans, something that exists within every person. If you discover and activate this potential, using your own consciousness to control the flow of energy and influence matter, then material things will no longer appear as constraints in your eyes. First, your life can reach its destined lifespan, that is, your physical body can live to the duration it was originally meant to exist. The human body was originally designed with a lifespan of around 10,000 years. The reason most people do not reach this is because their consciousness has lost control over the body. The body's functioning has been interfered with by dark, fallen forces and has been sealed. Only through one's own consciousness can this seal be broken. Don't speak of immortality in the sense of living forever without aging. As long as something is material, it must go through a process from birth to extinction. True immortality is simply living out the full natural lifespan of the physical body and then transitioning into a new body to continue life in the material world. That is the real meaning of eternal life. No physical food is needed. Merely absorbing energy is enough to sustain the body. No breathing is required. Gathering energy alone can keep the body alive. No water is necessary. The body can transform external substances into moisture on its own. You only need to open your spiritual awareness. There is no need to acquire knowledge from external sources. You can still perceive all the knowledge of the universe because all information is indestructible. It is eternally present. You only need to use your awakened consciousness to perceive, and all knowledge will become instantly clear. Why is it called instantly clear at a glance? This glance doesn't come from your physical eyes, but from your hidden spiritual sense, the third eye within your brain. With this knowledge, once you begin using your consciousness, you can attain true freedom within the universe. But this freedom cannot be understood through modern thinking. It is not about doing whatever you want. It represents your own inner freedom. Yet it does not mean you can change everything around you, because consciousness, like energy, operates with action and reaction. Everyone has heard of the heavenly book. From a physical perspective, it appears to be wordless. But in truth, the heavenly book must be seen through the lens of consciousness. Whatever you need, it will reveal to you. Unfortunately, our third eye has been deeply hidden, and our consciousness is covered by layers of dust. We've long used the physical to suppress our inner awareness, mistaking the physical as the ultimate truth. As a result, the vast majority of people are cut off from true knowledge and blind to the heavenly book. We all know the saying, knowledge is power. But how does this power truly manifest? Its power lies in learning to use consciousness to command energy and using energy to transform matter. If you believe consciousness can directly control matter, you are mistaken. Matter is merely an illusion of energy. Consciousness cannot act directly on matter, but it can direct energy to reshape the illusion. Once you learn the knowledge of energetic control, you will naturally possess many of the so-called supernatural abilities that have been passed down through history. For example, you can vanish from the physical world, what the ancients called invisibility. In truth, it's simply the process of dematerializing your physical body into a subtler state. You can travel instantly to any place you think of without the aid of any physical vehicle. What the ancients called teleportation or escape techniques. This involves turning your body into energy and navigating through the sea of material energy. You can fly freely through the sky without any physical support, what the ancients called riding the wind. Through this, you lighten your body to move with the air. You can walk underground without digging, what the ancients referred to as wall-passing techniques. This is just your dematerialized body moving through the energy matrix of matter. You can shapeshift into any object, what the ancients called the 72 transformations. This reflects your ability to use consciousness to reshape your physical form, showcasing the illusory nature of matter. You can communicate with any individual soul. This is telepathy. Because all beings exist on the same level of heart consciousness, communication does not require language. You can speak with animals, commune with plants, respond to mountains. You can engage in telepathy and even receive guidance from divine beings. As long as it is a conscious, sentient being, you can connect. You can also roam through the illusionary realms of the cosmos. Wherever you wish to go, your consciousness can follow. You can witness the transformations within the illusion of the universe and perceive the energetic boundaries of the finite universes within the infinite. You may feel as though you are the creator. You can even use your consciousness to create your own time and space. But in truth, this is simply the natural ability of your awakened consciousness. Many believe these things are just illusions, and in a way, they are. For we exist within the illusion of matter. In the physical illusion, your potential consciousness and energy appear overwhelmingly powerful, especially compared to the suppressed state of modern humanity. Therefore, any ability you can conceive, you can achieve. This is what it means to unlock your sealed super energy through consciousness. This is the divinity that exists within every soul. But when you possess this divinity, it is not meant to be used to control or dominate matter. If that becomes your intent, even a single stray thought can lead you into the path of darkness. These abilities are simply the natural powers of the soul. Every soul has them. You are meant to transform yourself, not alter the external world. Trying to manipulate external existence strays from your original divine nature. Even if you have such abilities, to truly transcend the material realm, you must understand the laws that govern the universe. This is the Tao. Once you attain the Tao and realize the emptiness of all things, you break free from the illusion of the material world. Then in that inner stillness, your divine nature is revealed. The civilization of soul groups on Earth, the manipulation of seals. In the deeper layers of spiritual understanding, Earth is not just a planet of material existence, but a stage where countless soul groups gather, incarnate, and evolve. These soul groups each carry unique frequencies, purposes, and levels of consciousness. Together, they form the hidden spiritual civilization of Earth, a civilization of soul groups. However, this civilization has been long subjected to manipulation and control. These controls are not just societal or cultural, but exist on a metaphysical level, through seals placed on human consciousness. What are these seals? These seals refer to energetic restrictions or blockages placed on human beings to suppress spiritual awakening, disconnect individuals from their soul memory, diminish the ability to perceive higher dimensions, limit access to universal knowledge and the true self. They exist in multiple layers: mental, emotional, energetic, and even genetic. How are they manipulated? These seals were engineered, some by ancient fallen civilizations or entities that wish to maintain control. Over time, through fear, trauma, dogma, and material obsession, these seals were reinforced by limiting belief systems, distorted education and religion, artificially created emotional wounds, DNA downgrades, and energetic implants. The result is a mass amnesia of our true spiritual origin. Awakening the soul group consciousness. But these seals are not permanent. Many beings now incarnating on Earth belong to awakening soul groups who carry ancient wisdom and codes of remembrance. Once individuals begin to awaken, their inner consciousness starts dissolving the seals. Light codes from dreams, meditation, or soul resonance begin activating. They regain intuitive access to higher dimensions and universal energy. Collective soul missions begin unfolding. This is the re-emergence of Earth's soul group civilization, a return to the original harmony between spirit, matter, and cosmic law, key to breaking the seals. The only true key is your own consciousness. No external savior can do this for you. Quiet the mind, open the heart, trust your inner knowing, seek truth beyond the physical illusion. Align with the Tao, the natural cosmic order. As you awaken, your sealed super energy begins to flow again. You reclaim not only your power, but also your place in the greater cosmic tapestry. The civilization of soul groups on Earth, manipulation of seals. The soul group civilization of Earth, manipulation of seals. The soul does not operate in isolation. It exists as part of a collective, in the form of soul groups. Earth itself is a massive three-dimensional soul group. The universe, on a broader scale, is a vast seven-dimensional soul group. The transformation of soul groups into physical or energetic bodies also functions collectively, which gives rise to collective civilizations of soul groups. Types of civilizations. Civilizations are mainly categorized into three major types. Electric civilizations, of the material realm, based on the study of physical matter and powered by electrical technologies. Magnetic civilizations, bridging material and energetic realms, based on the exploration of polymorphic energies in matter, utilizing magnetic technologies. Light civilizations, of the energy realm, based on energy as a foundation, driven by technologies of light, the role of spirituality in guiding civilization. Spiritual guidance is essential for any civilization. When civilization aligns with the laws of the universe through spiritual guidance, it can evolve in harmony with the cosmos. If, however, civilization is led by ego-driven desires rather than spiritual principles, it inevitably diverges from cosmic law, leading to decline. Such civilizations may experience brief periods of growth, but they lack the foundation for long-term survival. Thus, with proper spiritual alignment, whether electric, magnetic, or light-based, a civilization can sustain its evolutionary path. If led by ego and desire, all will eventually fall into degeneration. Earth's current position. Earth is now at a turning point between electric civilization and magnetic civilization, with potential to shift toward a more advanced stage, possibly transitioning from a planetary to an interstellar civilization. However, Earth's current electric civilization is guided by ego-driven desire and is secretly manipulated by high-dimensional non-human intelligences. As such, it is considered barbaric, dangerous, and regressive. When a soul-integrated being reaches planetary control capability, they can influence an entire planet. And this doesn't require many individuals. Just a small number of such beings can control a planet's material and energetic fields. They can even penetrate human surface consciousness, subconsciousness, and dream states, conducting complete control over humanity in ways that go unnoticed by most. With superior technologies and higher scientific knowledge, they manipulate human physical bodies through DNA hybridization, altering Earth's energy field and thus controlling the entire planet by influencing human consciousness through spiritual power. These methods are invisible to the human eye, perceived as formless or intangible, yet they are very real. The three potential futures of Earth civilization. Self-destruction. If civilization continues on its current ego-driven path, it will ultimately destroy itself, becoming a tool of darkness. Under control of high-dimensional dark forces, Earth may be weaponized to dominate the material and energy realms of the universe, joining the forces of light. If guided by high-dimensional forces of light, Earth could evolve into a powerful force for cosmic advancement. the sealing of the human body. The seals refer to the mechanisms by which human divinity is blocked. These were placed by the Creator with deliberate loopholes left behind. Disconnection from spiritual awareness. The link between the body and the soul was severed, but a gateway remains, the third eye. Limitation of human lifespan. Lifespan was reduced, but a key was left behind, the energy field of DNA. Limitation of energy intake. Humans were bound to physical sustenance, but a backdoor remains, the power of consciousness. Because of these vulnerabilities, high-dimensional dark forces were able to infiltrate and reinforce the seals. They strengthened the blockages and altered both the human and Earth energy fields. They suppressed the third eye's capabilities, sealed off DNA's energy field, and used material distractions to dull the power of human consciousness. As a result, humanity fell into control, completely unaware of its lost spiritual guidance and inherent divine abilities. The true laws of the universe. How do infinite souls operate within such an unimaginably vast domain? Every universe is interconnected. Within the universe, there are multiple dimensions, and within each dimension exist many layers of energy and matter. These layers intertwine and overlap with one another. Each layer contains multiple space-times which do not necessarily exist in linear form. Depending on the nature of energy and matter, time and space can be curved, circular, angular, or otherwise non-linear. All these dimensions and timelines overlap and intersect, forming a vast, complex, and unimaginable infinite existence, far beyond any perception or imagination. The movement of infinite soul's consciousness, the flow of infinite energy, and the presence of infinite matter all occur within this boundless domain. Everything is in constant motion and transformation, never stopping, and this continues infinitely. In the universe, any act done through consciousness, whether deemed good or bad, is permitted. However, it is still subject to the invisible laws of cosmic operation. Whatever one does, one must take responsibility for, because everything is fair, equal, and unified. Some of the fundamental laws of the universe. Law of cosmic emptiness, voidness, and infinity. All existence is simultaneously meaningful and meaningless. From the perspective of the infinite, all is meaningless. From a short-term perspective, things have meaning. Only the void exists within all things. The greatest scale of space is void, the smallest scale is also void. The same applies to time, its vastness and minuteness both return to nothingness. Law of divine oneness, unity of all things. All originates from the source of nothingness. Through endless transformation, all things coexist and are omnipresent. Everything is unified and interconnected. Law of duality, yin-yang principle. Positive and negative, light and dark, male and female, inner and outer. All dualities coexist and are equally important. They exist in mutual dependence and balance. Law of perpetual change and diversity. Everything constantly evolves, transforms, circulates, and flows in infinite directions. Nothing is static or final. This is the infinite transformation of illusion. Law of cause and effect, mutual influence. Everything has an origin and destination. All actions arise from conditions, and all things are connected through cause and effect. Every action triggers a reaction. Causality and karma intersect endlessly. Law of cosmic fairness. All things are treated fairly, ensuring the support and sustainability of infinite existence. Law of simultaneous and eternal existence. Everything exists together and cannot be separated. All information eternally exists in the universe, and you can retrieve it through consciousness when needed. Law of natural continuity. The universe flows without beginning or end. There is no clear start or conclusion, only infinite continuity. Everything proceeds naturally according to cosmic laws. If one tries to control or alter it out of ego or will, negative consequences will follow. True change is non-interference, letting nature flow. The soul's choice in evolution, understanding the microcosmic universe within the human body. Why is the human body called a microcosm? Because the human body is a triad of consciousness, energy, and matter, a direct reflection of the universe itself. The body is not separate from the cosmos, it is the cosmos. The macrocosm is the microcosm and vice versa. The greater self and the lesser self are inherently one. All distinctions are illusions created by attachment, the mystery of the 3 channels and 7 chakras. Much has been said about the 3 channels and 7 chakras, usually from a material or energetic perspective. But what follows here is a secret within the secret, wisdom not found in scriptures or doctrines. If you can see through the illusion of form and release ego attachment, you can attain wholeness. The structure of the human being reflects the very blueprint of the universe. The 3 channels and 7 chakras are not physical, they are energetic in nature. They cannot be detected even at the atomic level by modern science. They are spiritual energy pathways and nodes. Each chakra represents a spiritual force, and each one has the power to awaken a portion of your divine potential, what people often refer to as supernatural abilities or the 5 eyes and 6 senses. However, chasing after these abilities only leads you further from true fulfillment. The key is to understand the 9 levels of heaven of human consciousness. The body is material, the chakras and channels are energetic, but most people overlook the role of consciousness, the true center of human transformation. Because this is a sacred secret, it has often been transmitted in hidden ways, rarely written or explained openly. Even if revealed, most would not understand it. But those with spiritual sensitivity will grasp it instantly. Do not view this through materialist eyes, nor religious myth. Some religious terms may be used, but they are symbolic, not dogmatic. The structure of the human body aligns perfectly with the universe. Below the root chakra lies an energetic cavity. This is the first heaven. Below the root chakra is a descending force. If consciousness falls, the soul sinks into hell. This is the second heaven. Above the crown chakra is an upward force. If consciousness ascends, the soul connects to the divine realm. This is the 9th heaven. The sacral chakra connects consciousness to the 2D realm. This is the 3rd heaven. The navel chakra aligns with the 3D realm, the 4th heaven. The heart chakra links to the 4D realm, the 5th heaven. The throat chakra connects to the 5D realm, the 6th heaven. The brow chakra, 3rd eye, opens the 6D realm, the 7th heaven. The crown chakra channels the 7D realm, the 8th heaven. At death, the soul exits through the wheel chakra, aligned with its frequency. Where your consciousness resides most strongly determines your next embodiment. The key to transcending illusion is to shoot your consciousness beyond the body into the Tao heart. Only then can you break through the illusion of form and approach the source of the absolute universe. Those who pursue material desires, lust and power tend to anchor their energy below the navel chakra. If they're not mindful, they may lose the chance to reincarnate as human. Those who chase psychic powers and supernatural senses tend to remain below the crown chakra. They may attain divine abilities, but not union with the Tao. Dissolve all attachments, transcend ego, merge into the whole. Only then can you attain a fully awakened soul. Only then can your consciousness move without obstruction, free through time and space. How to evolve your soul into higher dimensions? Each soul must choose for itself. You are never forced. Your path is your own, but the door is always open for those with the heart to return. Let the souls on earth regain their freedom and restore their divinity. The path to awakening ancient soul memory and returning to divine essence. How can one rediscover the ancient memory of the soul and restore its divine nature? When you begin to recall your previous incarnations, you will come to know that you are not only a part of the absolute universe, you are also a unique and irreplaceable expression of it. Every soul is distinct, yet all are unified within the boundless, eternal, and originless existence of the Great Void. Today, many claim that Earth is a prison planet, a place of exile for souls, or even a laboratory for life experiments. These statements are not without truth. Earth is a low-dimensional time-space realm, established due to the emergence of 3D human beings. All souls incarnated on material Earth are trapped within the third-dimensional matrix, undergoing minor transformations through physical incarnations, yet unable to escape the earthbound biosphere. This state is the result of invisible control by higher-dimensional beings over the material Earth. They ensure that souls cannot break free of the 3D system to evolve into higher dimensions. Souls by nature are capable of expressing divine abilities and incarnating into higher energy forms. But if we cannot break free from this energetic cage, we risk remaining trapped indefinitely, unable to ascend. Currently, higher dimensional beings from beyond the galaxy have arrived at the edge of the Milky Way. specifically our solar system. Their presence will gradually influence and assimilate the entire galaxy. A cosmic tension now exists. Forces from outside the galaxy versus established forces within the Milky Way, clashing in both material and energetic domains. This assimilating force will move from the edge of the galaxy, the solar system, toward its center, making Earth the entry point for a new civilization. Earth's souls originate from various galactic civilizations, each with distinct traits, histories, and capabilities. Sirius, Mayan souls, Big Dipper, Ursa Major; Chinese souls, Antares; African souls, Orion; Arab souls, Andromeda; Western souls, other planets and extragalactic civilizations, various soul groups. Among them, unassimilated reptilian-based soul groups include East Asians, Indians, Jews, Aryans, Germanic peoples. Unassimilated humanoid soul groups include Nordics, Africans, indigenous peoples of the Americas. These soul groups are not originally earthbound. Many myths tied to them do not originate on Earth. They are extraterrestrial intelligences whose souls entered human bodies to experience this realm. We, those who are not part of the galactic assimilation agenda, are exiled souls. After Earth's formation, higher dimensional celestial beings from the Milky Way created an energetic containment field around the planet. Within this life experiment lab, exiled souls were confined to undergo limited 3D incarnations. Earth became a prison for the soul. Bound by this energy field, the soul, without seeking inner awakening, cannot find a way out of the third dimension. Everything external, science, academia, religion, economics, and society, is within the control system. The soul becomes entranced by illusion and cannot find its way out. Only by discovering the path to self-realization can the soul escape the Earth matrix. In over 10,000 years of modern civilization, only a very small number of individuals have escaped this control system. Among them, a few left behind methods: Laozi's Taoist supreme method of Wuji, Gautama Siddhartha's supreme Buddhist path, the 7-day enlightenment method. Unfortunately, over the course of millennia, these methods were lost, obscured by the control matrix. Yet the potential to rediscover them exists within every soul. Traces still remain in ancient texts and traditions. In fact, the method has already been written within these words, but it must be discovered within yourself, through asking, "Who am I? What is the true reality of Earth and the universe?" To awaken ancient memory and restore your divine nature, this is the future mission of every soul on Earth. Though Taoism and Buddhism still exist as religions today, they are not the original essence. Religion, too, has become one of the control tools used by higher dimensions to manage souls. Only when you break free from the material and energetic systems of Earth can you finally find your true self.